Hello children, in this video I am going to share the steps to construct a shirt placket with facing. I will be showing you the construction of the upper part of the shirt placket because the under part is already shared, so I am not going to repeat it here. So what I have done is I have taken fabric and in the lengthwise grain I did cut the pattern of a shirt placket with facing. So this is the shirt placket and this is the facing that I prepared. So we have to take care that we cut both the pieces on a straight grain, that is the vertical grain of the fabric. After doing so, iron it nicely, and the next step after this is the attachment of the facing with the placket. So for this, here the seam allowance that we kept was 1/4 inches. So we need to match this seam allowance with 1/4 inch of seam allowance on the facing. So what I'm going to do first is I will be folding this seam allowance, 1/4 inches seam allowance on the upper side first, and then we'll be matching that with the facing. Now this is a step that you can always exclude as well, but I would just want to show you that there is a possibility of marking by folding the fabric like this. So this can help you in putting the pieces together. Now this is the second part, that is the facing. Again, the 1/4 inch mark that needs to be folded. So I'm just going to fold this and I will be ironing on top of it such that it stays in place while I am doing the attachment. So ironing is quite important in this particular placket development, because if you have ironed it nicely, you will be able to attach the pieces comfortably. Now I will be folding this 1/2 inch mark as well, because this is the next step that we'll have to follow while we are putting these pieces together. So assembly के time पे ये step भी important है. So एक ही बारी iron कर लेते हैं and then we are going to attach this particular piece to the placket. So let's move on to the machine now for the next step. Now as far as placement of both the pieces on the machine is concerned, this is the facing and this is the placket. So we need to place the facing, and the part that has 1/4 inch of a seam allowance, that needs to be placed towards the center front. So in this manner, we are going to put these pieces, overlap them together, and now stitch at a gap of 1/4 of an inch. So I'll just place it here. This is how we'll place it, and then we are going to stitch at a gap of 1 pressure feet. So all through, let me just stitch a straight line and I'll show it to you. So this is how I'm going further, and we need to finish till the other end. So this is how in a straight line we're going to stitch till the other end. Now we need to remove it from the machine and then follow the further steps. So here you can see I've placed it here in front of you. Now we are going to, because this has now become an extension for us. So this was the center front. Now we have the facing that's attached to this piece. So it is a complete piece now, center front, then the extension, then the facing. Now this facing needs to be turned towards front. So let me just place it first here like this. So we need to put it here. So here you can see this is the fold that we've created, and now we are going to stitch at a distance of 1 pressure feet from the folded edge, and we have 2 folded edges over here. So at a gap of 1 pressure feet from both the sides we are going to stitch, firstly from this side and then from the other side. So you can see this at a gap of 1 pressure feet. You can either draw a line or you can just follow the width of the pressure feet. That is going to help you stitch straight. So I'm going to stitch further and show you the stitching till the other end. So it is going to look like this. I've stitched at the other end. Let me now take it out and then we'll turn around to stitch on the other end as well. Now I need to stitch on the other edge here, that is the other folded part of the fabric on this side of the placket, and then we will go further. So let me just place this here and show you. So just have to follow the width of the presser feet, or you can always draw a line for this purpose, as that will help you finish it nicely. So I'm just going to go straight. So here you can see a straight line is coming. I did not draw a line here with the chalk. So the presser feet, it helps a lot in getting a straight line on the sample. So now I have stitched till the other end. So here, this is the upper part of the shirt placket with facing, and the under part, it's the same that I did for the simple shirt placket, so I'm using that. So again, an overlapping needs to be done here, and this is how it is finished. So I'll now place the simple shirt placket also with this, so you can see the difference onto the front side. Here it is just a single line of stitching that's visible, and the complete finishing of the placket, it happens at the back side. But when you see this a shirt placket with facing, you will see that the facing is turned onto the front side, and then it is finished here. So we will also be doing a shaped facing, and in that you will see that the facing is attached from the front side and it is then turned onto the back side of the garment. So I hope you were able to understand this video. In case you have a doubt, just feel free to get back to me on my email address and I'll try to help. Thank you so much.